Hey, yo, welcome to Tiger Talk with Shaq, man. We are excited, man. We have a great show for you today, but you already know, man. Before we get started, man, we got to give a shout out to our aces, man. That's hold us down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, you already know, man. This April 21st is a Thursday, man. We're coming to you at 8:52, man. You never know when we come, but we usually try to get the show to you earlier than later. But you always know you get a show every day, man. So shout out to the team that helped me put together, helped me put everything together. Tiger Talk with Shaq. Tiger Talk with Shaq. Tiger Talk with Shaq. Tiger Talk. Hey, appreciate Anchor, man, for being our biggest sponsor, man. Spotify, appreciate you, man. Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts, appreciate you as well. Also, YouTube, man, everything that's going on over there. If you're trying to find me on the Meta, man, if you're trying to find a website, man, it's Tiger Talk with Shaq.me. Tiger, Tiger, Talk, TALK with WITH, and then Shaq, SHAK with the K, not a Q, and then .me. Also, if you're trying to find me on the MetaMan, Coach Shaq Bryant, it's on Instagram and also Twitter. And then also you'll be able to find me around everything else other than that. So we appreciate you guys. And man, we're gonna go right up into it, man, with a purge segment. Let's go. Let's hunt. Let's hunt. Let's hunt. Let's hunt. Let's hunt. Yo, last night was crazy in the NBA. When I say crazy, it was crazy, crazy, man. Hey, but the 76ers defeated the Raptors, man. I'm telling you, I've been telling you guys, man, all week. Man, the 76ers is nothing to play with. They are 3-0, and they are excited about what's going on, man. You know, they've been home these last couple games, and they're going out to Canada. Yeah, Canada, man. Well, actually, they were at Canada. This last one, and I think they do one more at Canada and come home, something like that, man. We'll figure it out. The Bulls wind up getting up on the Bucks, man. They wind up coming through and tying the series, man, 1-1. Also, man, if you are looking for some games today, they got some awesome games going on, man. Hey, Grizzlies are at the Timberwolves. Man, I can't wait for Ja to turn up. That series is 1-1. The Mavericks are at the Jazz in Utah at 9 p.m. That's a late game. Also, the later game, the Warriors are at the Nuggets. That Warriors Nuggets series is 2-0. The Warriors right now are up. Also, the Mavericks are tied 1-1, and then I already told you guys the Grizzlies and T-Wolves are tied. Those are all good games, man. But as for yesterday, you know, those 6 teams going at it was awesome, man. But we decided to break down the best game from yesterday. The Celtics and the Nets were totally unforgiving. And the biggest player in my book, I don't think anybody would hit this right on the head, but the biggest part on my book is I think the best player of the game was Al Horford.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Al Horford was on the glass. He was boxing out. He was playing defense. He was getting to the cuts, proper angles on the court, feeding other people the ball, getting himself in position to get the ball. I thought he did a great job. That boy Al Horford had the quietest 16 points I've ever heard of in my life. Man, I thought that he had at least 30-something, man. He was all over the place, man. Really did a great job. I thought they ran a 1-2 game good. Jaylen Brown, oh my God, was unbelievable. And you know what? You know why I'm excited about Jaylen? I'm excited about Jaylen for Jaylen's success. I think that he's an awesome kid. Yes, he knows how good he is. Yes, he believes in himself, but he has the most nonchalant like gestures and things of that nature. So it's pretty cool, man, to just be around him. I remember we used to play ball after school, not after school, during school and in my PE class. Also, I was fortunate to work with people who worked with him and work with him directly, kind of that thing. But he was cool, man. I had to guard him a couple times, man. I ain't gonna even talk about that. Let's just say this dude is everything you see and more. And he was like that in high school, so you already know what time it was. Golly. Yeah, so Jay goes out west, man, does a year out there, then goes into the league, man, and it's been the best watching him grow. He's become the most decorated pro that I thought he would be, and he's actually even surpassing my talent. He is a workaholic, man. And so I'm telling you, man, before he leaves this, he's gonna be like LeBron-esque. I'm telling you. Shout out to Jalen, man. I know what's in that kid. I'm telling you, man. Um, one thing that helped the Celtics, first off, the Celtics won the game. All right. Celtics won that game. And they are 2-0 right now. And I believe that is the case. Yes, I always like to check my facts. But yeah, the Celtics are 2-0. And they're just riding, man. And why are they riding? Well, first off, they have a deep bench. And somebody would argue, well, so does the Nets. Well, you'll be right. But Pritchard, Hawford, G. Williams, Daniel Theus, Jason Tatum, Jaden Brown, and then also Marcus Smart. They are deep, bro. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just like 7 people. You know what I'm saying? So they're deep. And then the Nets are 6 deep, I think, something like that. But Celtics do play more people, but I'm talking about these Celtics people that I named, they can get you 10 at any time. They're not regular like people you see just get off the bench and get you 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? So, Jalen, man, he really took over the game. I remember, man, one time, man, this dude stole the ball and got an and one. He was about to dunk it, then dude hit him and got an and one, man. So it's still to an and one. That was electric. Then he came back and hit a couple nice layups. He had some tough big buckets in the crunch. Like they could not have won without Jalen. Like Jaden, like he was just like, I mean, like you can't say enough about him. He hit 3 layups in the crunch, man. That really you're like, he's not gonna hit that. Yeah, he hit that. You know what I'm saying? And then like he just had buckets out of nowhere. He came back. He had 2 strong threes when they needed him. And then the whole time you're thinking like Jay is going crazy. Where is Jason Tatum? And then Jason Tatum comes out of the blue and oh wow. I'm talking about like when Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum when they're doing their thing, man, it's tough, bro. I'm telling you. So shout out to Jalen, shout out to KD, Kyrie. I mean KD, Kyrie, and Jason Tatum. Those 4, man, they're making it's fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, even when like the game is going on, like it's 1 or 2 misses that could change the whole game, or 1 or 2 turnovers that can, change the whole game because they're so electric. Those 4 people that I named, man, KD, Kyrie, and then Jaden Brown and Tatum. So electric. But last night it was Jaden and Tatum, which I love seeing because they're so young, man. They move so fluidly. It was 41 points for them. Now check it out. Remember when we were talking about Butler yesterday? 45 points. Those 2 together, Jaden Brown and Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum. I'm telling you, I am talking about them together balling, and they scored 41. And this doggone Butler did 45 by itself. So just take that in consideration, man. Like these dudes really are balling out here, man. Like straight up. But the thing that was the X factor. Here's the thing. All right. You have Kyrie with 10 points. Kyrie had 10 points, 8 rebounds, like 5 assists, something like that. 1 assist. And then you got KD, who had 27 points, 4 rebounds, and then he had 5 assists. Like that is a good go-to banger tandem. But yesterday they were only 37 points worth. You got what I'm saying? So, Jalen Brown, it's 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's monstrous. Then Al Horford had 16.6 rebounds and then 2 assists. Them together, that's 40 points nearly. That's 38 points right there. 38 points just with them 2. You got me? Then you add Tatum to the mix. You're talking 57 points, stuff like that, 57, 58 points, and man, when you start kicking it down that list and you can get people like that on their roster the whole time, man, I'm just saying, I can't wait to see the series between the 76ers and the doggone Celtics. Is going to be nuts. But right now they still, they still got a good series together. But like, look at the X factors that I was talking about, like Williams. All right, Williams scores 17. Thea scores 15. Then we already talked about Tatum Brown. Smart scores 12. Pritchard scores 10. Harford scores 16, like we talked about. So you got right there 7 people who scores in double digits. The lowest being Pritchard with 10, the next being Smart with 12, the next being Harford with 16, and it goes all the way up to 22. Man, that is one heck of a ball team. But I tell you what, let's go ahead and break this down, because I want you to see the analysis and what I broke down, and show you, what I'm saying, what's really going on, what I'm saying, in this fame type, you know what I mean? You know? So yeah. All right, so let's break down and match this thing up. All right. So, you know, the Nets have Katie and Kyrie. Now that is crazy in itself. Like, I can't play with that. If they go off, they go off, they win. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's one thing. But then also on that team, you have Bruce Brown. So let's just take the two, right? And I wrote it backwards, but let's just take the two, and let's just put this here, and let's just put this here. All right. And let's X factor that out, because that's the real big thing. But when you talk about, the Celtics, they have 5 people that can score double digits easy anytime. The only thing about that is the doggone Nets. They only have 5. They only have 5 people total that can score. You got what I'm saying? So the Celtics have 5 people that can score off the bench. The Nets have 3 people that can score off the bench. Last night, Bruce Brown for the Nets, man, he wound up scoring 23 points straight up. And then Gordon Dragic, he scored 18, and then little baby brother Seth Curry, he scored 16. So that's what that 3-man gave you. And then look at what the other one gave you: 10, 16, 17, 15, 12. The only thing is they're running out of room. They need 2 more people that can do what they do. Well, you say, well, there's more people on the team, Shaq. Yeah, you're right. And I can name them for you. Patty Mills. He gonna jump in there and get you doubles? Or matter of fact, are you counting on him to jump up there and get you doubles? That's really what it is. Nick Claxton, he gonna get you doubles? Andre Drummond. Well, maybe. Blake Griffin, man, if he was in this series, it would change it a lot, man. I promise you, because it's one of them things to where it's like, man, if they just have more help, they only need 2 more. If Blake Griffin was there, they need 1 more, or Blake could cover it, or somebody could cover it within the next 4. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that Celtic series is 2-0, man. Keep a lookout on that. 76ers, man, 3-0. I already told you what's up with that. You already know the big boy down low, and a crazy beard guy up top, left-hander, man. Ooh, you know how they going. And then the Bulls, man. The Bulls are tied with the Bucks, man, 1-1. That's a good series too, man. You check it out, man, when you get an opportunity to check it out. Have you ever been in a place, man, where you're like, I'm working hard as I can, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, I'm trying everything that everybody's supposed to say, it's telling me to do whatever, and it's just not working? I want to hustle, I want to grind, I want to have confidence, I want to be disciplined, and it's just not working. You have to ask yourself first. You got to first self-reflect, and you got to go to it and say, well, am I really doing everything that I'm supposed to do? Because if this is something that you love, there's always ways that you can do things. So I'm going to give you the blueprint for success. The blueprint is, whatever you believe, believe more. So whatever you spend your time believing in from one day to the next day, spend that time believing in it and believe more, and then try to pursue that in some area. Well, some people say, well, I don't have money. That's fine. I understand that. Capital brings capital. I understand that. But also, with capital bringing capital, you also have to do this. Where you don't have capital, you have something else. You got time. Take some time in and invest in yourself. You know, You got spirituality. Take some time to meditate. Take some time to pray. Take some time to get zoned in on what you're trying to do, man, and really take it in. You know what I'm saying? Really take it in and actually, think about what you want to do, man, and actually put it in the forefront of your life. Okay, well, so let's say I don't know what I want to do. Well, what do you think about the most? That's the easy part. What do you think about the most? You wake up and think about a couple things off rip. Just think about what those are. Then you think about other things during the day. So whereas maybe you can't create something that you like looking at all the time, but maybe you can help organize it. Maybe you can find a better way to make an app or something like that to help organize it. Maybe you can do something that adds with that. Maybe you can further something. So when you talk about entrepreneurial spirit, when you talk about, getting off your goals, getting off your dream, first do that. What do you think about? What do you listen to? What do you take in? First 5 things a day. And then also, how would that be effective if you can create something different? If you can go further with something, how can you recreate something? And, the thing is, if you can't find it after that, then just do this. Then just take some time to just try things. A lot of times we have skills that we don't even know we have, like poetry. We don't even know we have till they're brought out of us. Rapping, you don't even know what you have, what you brought out of, singing, dancing, um, you know, uh, painting, drawing, producing, you know, um, being assistants at things. It's so much stuff that you can do, and that's the difference. Don't get caught up in this though. Don't get caught up in career versus job. Okay. Just doing something that you like to do because you like to do it. Like you like to work at PetSmart because you like pets. That's a job. All right. Working at the Atlanta Zoo uh, and setting things up there, that's the career. All right. So let's not mess those two things up. And what we got to realize, man, is that it's easy to mess it up when nobody's sitting there saying good job. You got what I'm saying? When nobody's sitting there saying great job, you're doing awesome, it's hard to mess that up. We live in an era, man, where everybody says good job. Good, hey man, way to go, man. So proud of you. What happens when you're doing something and nobody's saying that? Then you gotta keep going, you gotta keep digging. Also, if you can't understand what you should be doing after that, there are polls online. All you have to do is just go to career quiz or career outlook, things of that nature, career mapping, and they'll give you a series of questions and stuff like that. You answer them wholeheartedly, and the next thing you know, cha-ching, boom, you got your career. Then if you don't know what you want to do entrepreneur wise, then you put that career or that model in, and then they give you things that fall under that model. Surprisingly enough, man, I looked at the other day. Do you know that the easiest thing to the easiest startup business, do you know what that is? The easiest startup business is a food truck. Yeah, because all you got to do is just have 10,000 capital, man. Get 10,000 capital, you have everything right there ready to go. And it's not charging you anymore. At that point, you're paying for gas, you're paying for stuff like that. And so your business is up and running, and is minimal loss involved in that. You also got to get food and stuff like that, but that off the rip. But yeah, but so just go into your dreams wholeheartedly, man. If you don't know, what I'm saying, think about what you think about all the time. After you get that, what I'm saying, you can put that in the online things that will help your business grow, or my bad, to help your entrepreneurial spirit grow by giving you blueprints and layouts that tell you, hey, this would be good for you. You know what I mean? With that being said, man, we are going to go ahead and wrap the show up. This is the mini segment for today. We'll try and get back tonight and do something with you guys. But hey, man, Tiger Talk with Shaq, man. Remember, blood is thicker than water. Only in certain cases you need water to live. You learn that in the basics. Better chart your aces. And my aces, we ride, we strap like shoelaces. Man, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for everything that y'all do. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for man, just being awesome, man. So if you made it to the end, man, you hear my appreciation, man, and thank you for your support again, man. Shout out, man. Tiger Talk with Shaq.